If the cookies last week weren't good enough, we are back in Rania's kitchen again. Scarlett stuck around because how could she not? We're having a battle and fun, throwing up the apples, trying to catch them. Rania?
Yeah, and as a result, I have to cut more apples.
I know. Sorry to make more work for you. Well, they're so good. And apples are a perfect thing to use this time of year. People are going apple picking.
Yep.
So we're making the most of them.
Yes, so we're making an apple coconut pecan cake. I think that this is probably more than enough, given the fact that you keep eating them.
Sorry.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them.
No! Out of sight, out of mind,
Children
Scarlett.
that you are, now you can just eat
I'm
those.
actually a child.
Yes, you are a child. So I sprayed a Bundt pan with a non-stick baking spray.
Okay.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, I have in here my sugar, and I'm going to add here
Oil?
canola oil, no
Okay.
butter. Or vegetable oil, either one. Not peanut, of course.
What's wrong with butter?
But this recipe doesn't get butter. It's a different recipe. 3 eggs,
Okay.
quarter cup of orange juice.
Lovely.
And now all you want to do is blend this. This is a lovely cake, by the way.
I can't wait to try
And it
it.
feeds a lot of people. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a tablespoon here of vanilla extract, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon. It's a very, very flavorful cake. Okay?
Yeah, because usually a lot of recipes will call for like a teaspoon or two
Yeah,
teaspoons.
exactly.
Love that.
Here I have some salt and some baking soda, and the recipe will give you all of the exact measurements, of course. And I'm going to mix this one more time.
I have a question.
Yes, darling.
Is it pecan or pecan?
Oh.
I usually say pecan.
I say pecan because pecan sounds fancy and I'm not fancy, so I say pecan.
I think you're very fancy.
I think you're super fancy.
Yeah, super fancy. So now I'm going to add in the flour. I have 3 whole cups here of all-purpose flour.
Oh, is it called all-purpose? Because it's like it's.
It's sort of like for all purposes.
I like how inquisitive you are.
Well,
Good
that's-
question.
You know what? There's no such thing as a bad question.
That's right.
All right, so now we have to let this mix rather well. But again, you don't want to start it at a high speed because you're going to get a face full of flour. So now I have the pecans. I have about a cup already chopped. You can buy them that way. I have sweetened flaked coconut, about a cup. And here I have 3 cups of Granny Smith apples that I diced.
Which we ate some of.
Well, that's why I had to add some more.
And I got it first try in my mouth, by the way.
Oh, you're so good at this.
Yes, you're very good at
The
it.
skill here.
I practiced.
Don't ask me to do that on air.
So this is mixing up. How long is this going in the oven?
An hour and a half at 325
Wow.
in here.
Okay, so putting that in there, that's greased and ready to go.
Right.
Rania, you have already topped this off.
Yes,
But
but-
there really is an icing on the cake, so we can dig
Sort
into
of.
this one.
Yeah, you start eating basically 325 degrees, an hour and a half. This is buttermilk, sugar, baking soda, and butter. And as soon as the cake comes out of the oven and still in the pan, you want to very carefully pour this hot sauce over the cake, and it'll completely absorb.
Wow.
About an hour later, you can unmold it, and that's why it's so nice and moist.
Oh, so good, Rania.
thank
This is delicious. Thank you for inviting me into your kitchen.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for inviting me too.
Oh, honey. I wish you lived here.
What about me?
Yeah, you do.
Love you.
It's a good recipe, folks.
We're all moving in.
You're moving in at
We're all moving
Rania's.
in.
Well, I can see why with a dish like that.
Telling you. For a copy of today's recipe, go to PittsburghTodayLive.com. We have it posted for you there.